What's up, y'all? This is Paint Bruh. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Hope everybody had a nice weekend, exciting weekend with lots of updates. I'll chat on that briefly in just a second. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I went out of town on a little trip. Was wanting to do some videos this weekend, but had some family stuff, a little family trip to go on. It was really cool. I live in Texas, and I went to Cattle Lake, which is on the Texas-Louisiana border. It's like a swamp. It's really neat. We went kayaking out there for most of a day, and it was really cool. I took a little picture. Let's see if this shows up. It's super swampy and cool and everything. I think the camera usually captures this better color-wise, but whatever. It was really neat. But I'm back doing some hobby stuff, and then I ran out of my Tamiya Clear, which, if you know about painting Thousand Suns, the Tamiya style is super integral to the paint recipe, so I'll need to refill on that. But it's nice to be back looking at hobby stuff. I didn't have any reception while I was out in the swamp, so I didn't get to follow Warhammer Fest stuff as it came out, but coming back this week, looks like some really cool stuff dropped. Titanicus is definitely really cool. I want to paint a Warlord super badly. I don't know if I'll really get into collecting it hardcore, but I'll definitely be buying a Warlord just for the sake of painting it, because getting a full-size Warlord is not in my plans anytime soon. So it'd be cool to paint one all the same, even though it's mini. Other stuff that dropped that I thought was really cool, man, the Alpha Legion Praetors are really sick, and I'm really jealous, and I might buy those at some point just to collect them and paint them, and maybe even try and sell them or something, just so I can get the model and paint it. It looks really neat. Alpha Legion stuff is just cool all around. They teased Alfarius before. We'd seen pictures of Alfarius, and it was available on pre-order or pre-release there. Looks sick. There's a couple videos up on YouTube. Leaky Cheese did a video. Super Saiyan might have done a video. I couldn't swear on that. Oh, Chapter Master Valric. That was where I saw it. So it looks really cool. The sculpting is exceptional. I'd say it's one of the best done Primarchs to date. So really cool stuff. Jealous of you Alpha Legion guys. I was saying that to one of the guys I'm in a group message with, and he said I don't have any right to be jealous because Thousand Suns has so much Legion specific stuff, and I was like, yeah, I guess that's true. I do have a lot of Thousand Suns got a lot of cool stuff, but that doesn't mean I can't be greedy. So other than that, the Solar Ox tank, which is, I forget the name of it, it's like Caridon or Carcharodon or something like that. It's like a Predator equivalent for Solar Ox. That looks really neat as well. And if you saw my last video, you'll know that I'm interested in Solar Ox as a next army. I want something maybe more loyalist or Imperial aligned. And I think the Solar Ox models are cool, unique. You don't see a lot of them. So that's something that's 100% tempting me. So I'm hoping their model range continues to expand. Everybody got spooked that, when the pintle-mounted weapons got removed, that they were going to be discontinued. I was a little bit weird about that as well. But Horus Heresy stuff's moving on. They keep going, and it looks like it might be at a slightly reduced pace due to Specialist games getting so much attention. But I'm still super excited, and I hope Solar Ox continues to get stuff. They're a really cool range. Getting away from news, which there's tons of other stuff to talk about, but I won't focus on that. I'm curious about Rogue Trader, but like I said, we'll move on. When that releases, maybe we'll talk about it, or if I buy any of that stuff, we'll continue. Painting this week. Like I said, ran out of my Tamiya Clear, which is super, super sad and disappointing. I'll have to go pick some up tomorrow. I'll pick a couple bottles up so I don't run out. I've painted some test models with it, but basically I've used almost an entire bottle of Tamiya Clear on like a very few amount of models. So maybe I'm just not using it efficiently, or maybe it just doesn't go very far. But you've seen these guys to the right. I posted the Rhino video up last week. I'm working on the Kenetai Blade Occult, and what I did, I just wanted to put out a couple of paints to give you an idea of what my scheme is like. There are other videos on YouTube about this, and my scheme is not unique or simple, or is not unique. It's very simple. really all I do is spray the entire model in black metal from Vallejo as a base coat. You can see how messy this bottle is. It is the Vallejo Model Air. So I spray the whole model, and then I come in with the zenithal or top-down highlight, basically, of Vallejo Model Silver, which is one of the brighter silvers. I think there's like a chrome or something, which might be a little bit brighter, but I like how this turns out. And so you get some nice shadowing and everything. You can see kind of underneath the backpack and everything like that. There's some nice shadowing. Let's see if this one demonstrates it even better. It's hard to see on camera, but you know, portions of the leg are shadowed and everything, and it comes through the paint scheme quite nicely. And then so once I've got the metallics on, I just shoot the candy red over it, and I think, yeah, this demonstrates the shadows a little bit better. You can see his leg is shadowed through there, and then you've got the chest plates more highlighted, and the side of this leg right there looks really good. And this shows kind of the difference in the glossy nature of the paint compared to how, when I'm done with it, it turns out a lot darker. The gloss just makes it look really bright, and you know, I really matte it down, and it changes the properties a lot, which I really like the finished outcome more than this. But yeah, only five dudes on the bench on the kitchen counter at the moment, but making some progress. These guys will definitely get knocked out this week. Still torn on basing and trying to figure out what I want to do with that. Oh, that leads me into, as far as basing goes, I'm thinking of doing more like Tizkin Ruin type stuff, just because, as you know, I'm really big into following Instagram. I've seen a super cool diorama by a Fairless16 _ Warhammer _ 40K. Super difficult to type / follow name. I think he could be treated better if he changed it to something a little more simple. But he's doing this Thousand Suns diorama base. And you should really go check it out. It's got airmen, it's got a bunch of Space Marines in it. Really cool. I'm not sure if he's going to come over the cork with something, or if it's just going to be straight cork. I don't know what the finished product will be like, but in its current composition, it looks super cool. If you can see his name there, you guys should definitely go check this out if you're interested in dioramas or cinematic type stuff. Really cool. So yeah, he's got me inspired to try and sculpt up some Ruins bases with some like Prosperin symbols and stuff in it. I've got a ton of milliput, and I've got some tools coming from China, some sculpting tools, some more what are they called? The little silicone things, clay shapers. Yeah. So I've got some more of those coming in. I've just noticed I have paint on this clay shaper, which I'll have to clean off. But that's really, about all I've got going on. These 5 guys this week, they'll definitely get knocked out, and I'll move on to another unit next week. Maybe I'll squeeze in another 5 of these, or a tac squad this week. I've got another tank I want to paint, one of the ones I teased before. So that's the overall goals. I think that's about it. I'll give another funny anecdote. So I ordered some basing materials from the UK, and I ordered some of those clay shapers from China. I forget what else I ordered, from something that came from China. Not recasts or anything like that. It's more like tools. It was either a sculpting tool or brushes or something like that. And I don't know where this came from, but I think one of the guys over there in the packaging for whatever this company is must have accidentally sent me a Pikachu cookie cutter. So this came in the mail, and I was like, well, maybe one of my friends or family has sent this to me as a joke. But no, it came straight from China. It has all of the shipping and custom stuff on the label. and I didn't order it. So I'm hoping this isn't supposed to be my clay shapers and they got it mixed up. But if it all turns out well, I'll get a free Pikachu cookie cutter. So non-Warhammer based update there. But yeah, I think that's about it. Hope you guys have a good rest of the week hobbying it up. I'll hopefully post a video Friday or Saturday or something with some more progress and some more about those ideas that I'd spoken on in my last video regarding other video segments I'd like to do. I've got to figure out how to mirror my computer and record that, like screen capture, so I can do this hobby showcase stuff that I'd like to. Alright, that's it guys. Have a good one. Bye.